season coming up, they trying to fatten their pockets while everybody else starve. Now people in America losing their mind because they've been pacified like babies for the longest, sleeping. They've been singing lullabies to the American people. Now they done took away that food. People don't know what they gonna do. Section 8 cut off. People ain't trying to work no job, especially when they ain't paying nothing and everything sky high. We don't know who to trust. They talking about the Democrats freed the slaves. Had people coming up to them factories, working their knuckles to the bone. People feel like ain't nothing changed. It's just a beautiful lie. Then they turned around and let illegals come over and work while they getting fat off the hog, exploiting another group. I can't think of one group that haven't been exploited. Then the Republicans, they just racist. They want America to be what America is. I mean, hell, it's America. And black people figure, hell, I might as well be a Democrat because the Republicans really don't rock with me like that. So if I had to choose, I'm going to just choose the Democrats because at least they wear a smile when they handling their business. You know what I'm saying? People love Donald Trump because he keep it real. He keeping it all the way funky. He ain't playing no games. He ain't lying to nobody. He keeping it trill. While the Democrats still doing that same old song and dance, trying to exploit somebody, man. I'm confused about this stuff. Just give us the damn food. We're about to talk about it, man. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I just got into politics. I thought politics was a hip hop group until I figured out it had something to do with the country and the laws and all that type of stuff. So bear with me and hit that Cash App. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button too. I thought politics was a do or die song back in the day. But that's Negro here, no there. We got so much news we about to get into, man. The phone line's open. I need y'all to call in and answer the question. Is SNAP good or bad for America, man? Is it helping people or is it really harming people? Because I ain't know this many people was dependent. And I'm mad at y'all eating all this free food and I ain't know the game. I figured you had to be dumb, deaf, blind, and crippled with 1 million kids to get some assistance. I take my black ass down there, they ain't trying to give me not one red cent. But everybody else been benefiting off of this besides the brothers out here. What's going on? Hello, who this is here?
Hey, it's Victoria.
Victoria, I'm so glad you called in. How you been?
I've been good.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
I've been a stranger.
Yeah, you have, man. Real. I was worried about you. How's your health and everything? You good? You really good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Man. Praise the Lord.
Getting into some stuff. Yes, I'm doing really good.
Praise the Lord, man, because we've been praying and everything. You know, God answer prayers, man. We so glad you on the phone. And I ain't trying to put your business out there, but do you feel like SNAP is good or bad for America? Do you think this is helping the situation or making the situation worse?
So here's how things work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most places that I've worked at, companies, they rely on government contracts, whether it be for medical or for EBT. They rely on whatever programs the government funds. That's their biggest, cash cow. That's what they thrive off. It keeps their doors open, their lights, running and stuff like that. So if they don't have people who consume those benefits, then they're not going to be able to pay their bills because it's like a trickle-down effect. So it helps families that really, truly need it. And there's this stigma against Black people that we're the ones abusing it when I've seen so many people of other races use it. Social programs, they're on it. It's ridiculous. You'd be surprised at how many people are abusing those benefits, or not abusing it, but using it. So even at one point, I'll even admit I was on it for a very short stint, but I was almost penalized for being single with no kids. And the amount that I got was at most $82, but they lowered it to 62, and then they upped it back to 80. They lowered it back to like 62, and you have to report, are you actively looking for something? Are you actively looking for a job? You can't just sit around on your ass and not do nothing. So the thing is that, I'm back, I'm back in a lot better, situation. I don't need those benefits anymore, and nor do I never wanted to be on them. But not everybody's abusing it, and yes, people do need it. So
Yeah, the reason why I asked the question is because it seemed like they feeding the hogs with the American people. The way people acting and behaving about this, it seemed like America is a farm, and that EBT is the pig feed or the hog feed or the chicken feed or whatever. People in line to get their grub on, and it's really animalistic when you think about it. If you dependent on the government to feed you, then you're literally cattle at this point. And I understand people in different circumstances and people got to do what they got to do, but that's what literally takes the power out of the people's hands. When you feed a motherfucker, I don't give a damn who it is. Somebody living with you and you feeding them, that's like having a dog. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying?
this is true, but if you wanna talk about it that way, look at the other government programs for farmers. They fund up to a certain amount for farmers to grow up to a certain amount, and they give them a check. And if they grow too much, they get rid of their surplus. They lose out on a lot of their surplus. They still receive a check, and we can go even deeper than that. A lot of black people, by the way, a lot of black farmers weren't benefiting from that because it's such a racist system. But that's a whole different story. But if we're looking at in terms of government programs, they sorry, I'm losing my thoughts because I'm a little bit passionate about it. But I'm not defending the whole idea of staying on something long term. If you need a hand up, you need it for, and it should only be for a very short period of time while you're actively looking for something else. You do not need to sit on somebody's couch or just squat, or you need to be working. You need to be working. And you have to.
They wouldn't have been able to pull no shit like this 100 years ago. Back in the day when people was growing their own food, had real communities, local farmers, regardless of where if you in the city or whatever the case is, there was bartering systems back in the day. If you ain't had no money, if you had some potatoes, some carrots, and some goods, you can actually exchange for goods. It wasn't all about the dollar bill or whatever the case is. So this just goes to show how low society has fallen, and people really need to be ashamed that we in this state to where one man at the top of the chain can control a whole entire food chain for millions of people across the country.
This is true because we've gotten so far advanced in technology. And this is the problem of paying for convenience. We pay so much for convenience. We've gone through the industrial revolution where we've gotten rid of horse and carriage, and now we're starting to produce machines, and now companies are starting to reorganize themselves with AI and other technologies and stuff like that. But that's just how it's become convenient. We have knowledge at our fingertips and stuff like that. So we kind of handicapped ourselves, like you said, like you're saying.
And
we've handicapped ourselves.
On top of that, what the hell are we eating? Everybody gung-ho about this SNAP. We got to get this food, got to get it from the grocery store. And plus the health benefits and all that type of stuff. Don't the food and the health benefits and all that shit go hand in hand? Because the food killing people, man. People mad because they can't get their big ass bag of Doritos, and they ain't gonna be able to get their Takis and all this bullshit they selling in the store.
Not everybody's eating Takis and Doritos, but you gotta understand if you do depend on those food stamps, you are on a budget, so you have to it does not. Can you say that $82 lasts you an entire month of groceries? Absolutely not. And
Man.
you got to think inflation comes into play, and people have to survive. People have to do, and there's a lot of, you were saying, you were making a statement at one point. I don't want to misquote you or anything like that, or get you offended or ruffled. But you were maybe just joking, and you do joke a lot, which is cool and entertaining. But you were saying like a lot of women are dependent upon EBT, and they are single, and they're but there's a lot of
when I say that, wait a minute. When I say that,
I don't know. I think you had a video where you were
no,
saying,
I put up a video with women saying that they was depending on EBT. It was when it wasn't me saying the damn thing. It was the women in the video explaining their EBT situations, man. You seen the video? You ain't never heard me come out my mouth say, "Oh, the women on EBT, the women." No, you heard a woman or women's in my video speaking about their EBT situation.
Yeah, but that's, for me, I don't plan to, ever have to go through that again. That was a short stint. I left one job, and then I looked for another one, and I found that one, and now I have two sources of income, so I'm good now.
I said, boss chicks, single mothers begging for help. Food stamps cut in the Section 8 gone. I said, food riots, SNAP gone, EBT gone, Medicaid gone, single mothers panicking. And on the thumbnail, it said, if we gonna eat by any means necessary.
That's why I got you ruffled. And rightfully so. This is why we have conversations like this. We want to get things clear, and I'm clear of.
Listen at this, y'all. I said EBT confessions. Single mothers regret mistreating their baby daddies. Tell me that ain't a good video. The EBT apocalypse. Miserable single mothers.
Dying laughing.
They stealing food from the grocery store. But when you click on the video, you got single mothers stealing food from grocery store. So I ain't make it up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you won't catch me stealing from no grocery store.
Hey, one more thing before I let you go, man. Now, people starting to see that the plug can be pulled any day. People were saying, "Oh, I got a job. I'm good. I work." It don't, man. You could have a job today and it be gone tomorrow. They could snatch that shit from under your feet. Like, it really ain't no security when it comes to the world we living in right now. And I think that they just trying to make it clear before 2026, because it's going to be a whole, I think they trying to prepare people's minds for what's coming. I don't know what's coming around the corner, but people going to have to be in lockstep for whatever it is.
I think I'm going to start planting some fruits and vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to start, I'm going to make an emergency bag. I'm going to put a big bottle of Jack Daniels in it.
That's smart, because we might need it one day, man. We don't know what's going on out here, but Victoria, we appreciate you so much. We so glad you called in, baby, and I'm glad you're doing well. You sound healthy as I don't know what, man. Last time you called, you was drunk off them Takis and things. Now you talking about you don't eat Takis and Dorito chips and stuff like that. But I remember back in the day, that's what you was all about. But regardless, I love you, baby.
No, I wasn't.
Don't be no stranger. Just make sure you call back the next time we go live, man. I remember.
Right,
yeah, you take care. Goodbye. Lord have mercy. She could barely talk the last time she called, man. I was concerned that she was bedbound or something this time when she called in, but I'm so glad she doing all right. All she could do is move her middle finger. I was getting offended, but hell, when you big like that and that's all you can do, then a person like me can't take offense. That's what that EBT be doing to people out here, man. They get so fat, the only thing they able to say is woo, 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 woo. And 9 times out of 10, that stand for give me some more oatmeal or some shit. Man, they playing games on the American public. People ain't know they was pathetic until they took away the EBT benefits and things. People really thought they was doing it. Niggas needed a reminder. People out here fronting and stunting and flexing, knowing good and damn well they on the Section 8. Talking about come over to my house. They got a big ass house, furniture all up in it, food all in the refrigerator. You would have thought they was a doctor, a lawyer, or some shit like that. They stunting on your ass. They ride around in Benzes. They got a couple of cars laid up in the driveway, kids well dressed, bloop, bloop. Everybody got Jordans, iPhones, and things. Come to find out, they been getting over on the damn government. Now the government about to get over on their ass and stick it. And they don't know what they gonna do. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Republican people keeps it all the way real, whether you like it or not. It be the Democrat sugarcoating shit while Javier getting all the damn money ain't gotta pay no taxes. Democrats employ a foreigner in a minute and make a bankroll off his ass. It's like they looking for somebody to exploit. And black people been the main exploitation option since slavery. Whether you realize it or not, man. The Republicans is all about America. They don't give a fuck about nothing else, man. It's America or nothing. Point blank period. If it ain't about America, it ain't Republican. Democrats don't give a damn who it is as long as they can fatten their pockets and exploit a motherfucker. Allegedly, I'm just now getting into this stuff like I said, but all of this is some bad news. I'm starting to wonder, is the snap good or bad for America? Because people snapping over the snap. Don't laid up there, had all them babies, don't gap your legs open, not to take advantage of the man, but to take advantage of the government. And then double back to take advantage of the man. What type of trickery is that? And it been going on for years. People giving the blind eye. Brothers out here can't work because the child support so bad. A brother work 40 hours a week, get that paycheck, it be $40. And a lot of people don't even feed the babies with the damn child support. They got food stamps for that. They take that child support money for weed, cigarettes, and to go to the club and be flirting, smelling like sweet perfume for the next nigga, man. And I ain't talking about everybody, but y'all know that's something that's going on out here. And kids is expensive. But if you can't afford to have them motherfuckers, that's on you. That's like buying a Lamborghini, knowing you can't afford the insurance on it. Knowing you can't afford the gas, knowing you can't afford the maintenance. You got 5 Lamborghinis and you don't know what to do with them shits. And now you need the government to come in to help you take care of your Lambos and stuff. That's the same situation with kids, man. It's crazy out here in these streets. Y'all need to listen at this because Trump ain't playing. People may never get their benefits again.
We're following that breaking news that in a new Truth Social post, President Trump says he'll fund the critical SNAP food assistance program that 42 million Americans rely on once the, quote, radical left Democrats open the government. MSNBC's senior legal reporter, Lisa Rubin, is covering this for us. Lisa.
Why they don't want to open the government, man? What they got to hide? What they got up their sleeve? What cards they don't want to play? They don't want to be exposed. You open that government back up, now they really got to talk about some real shit. That's something they deflecting. They do not want to play, but they don't want to open that government back up, man. What's going on? They playing this little petty ass game. They holding on to the phone. Trump want to get the phone. They holding the phone. All they got to do is make one phone call, but they holding on to the phone. That's like when your old lady snatch your phone, you done fell asleep and left that motherfucker unlocked. You wake up, you looking around for your phone. You see the bathroom light on under the door. You banging on the door, baby, give me my phone, give me my phone. And she will not give you that motherfucking phone. You be done tore up the house. She ain't gonna give you that. That's what's going on with the Democrats and the Republicans, man. They ain't trying to give up the damn phone. We gotta make one phone call as the American people to the EBT department to give people their SNAP benefits. He told them, hell, we open up, let's get this thing started. Let's get this show on the road, baby. Open this motherfucker back up. We give the people their benefits and we could duke this out. They ducking Trump. They don't want no smoke with that man. Because they know when he start talking that big money talk, they ain't trying to put their money on the table for a goddamn thing. They rather have the immigrants come in and work for it. You could tell by the look on their face, man. They up to some sneaky business. Listen at this.
42 million Americans rely on once the, quote, radical left Democrats open the government. MSNBC's senior legal reporter, Lisa Rubin, is covering this for us. Lisa, a judge said something very different. And then the USDA just yesterday said we're going to at least partially fund this. So what is this?
I don't know what.
Y'all want to know what it is? She don't know what it is. I know what it is, man. I'm going to explain this to y'all. And like I said, them phone lines open. But until we get a phone call, I'm going to do some explaining. Kamala Harris was phony as hell, man. And people was not looking forward to dealing with her BS. She was not going to keep it real. She was not going to be blunt and outright with the people. They was going to sugarcoat a whole lot of bullshit. And while you struggling, can't even get on EBT, can't even get on Section 8, it was going to be foreigners living it up in big houses in the suburbs, pulling up in Tesla trucks and things, big Range Rovers and things. Kids got all the iPads, iPhones, ain't got to pay no taxes while you sitting over there looking like a plum fool in the struggle as a single parent. People could feel it in their stomach, like, damn. It was a bunch of people talking about they voted for Kamala, but on the low, they voted for Trump. Because they weren't willing to go through the phony shit, man. During her whole campaign, it was sketchy. People don't know her nationality. She talking about she cooking collard greens in the bathtub and all this BS, man. People looking like, keep it real. She bought Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce out there. Man, it would have been a bloodbath. And plus, them Republicans like wolves. People just wanted to keep them satisfied because ain't no telling what they would have did if Kamala would have got up in there. It would have been hard for a nigga to walk down the street. All you hear is yeehaw, and you better stop, drop, and roll your ass in the sewer. That's what really happened, man. People didn't trust. Imagine if she was up in there. Eggs would be $50 a damn dozen. You would be getting your EBT, but you'll only be able to buy like 3 or 4 items out the damn store. The rent, fuck around, go up $1,000. You paying $3,000 now, you gonna be paying $6,000 by next year if she was in office, man. And when they would have asked her about it, she would have pulled some slick Obama / Joe Biden, sugarcoating we are the world for the babies. We doing this for the future, for the kids, so the kids can have a brighter future. We pay high wages now, therefore, in the future, our kids will be accustomed to big spending because they'll be influencers and making big money off of tech and big pharma. Y'all know how they be talking, man. People figure, let's cut through the bullshit and let Trump do his thing. But people ain't know it was going to be this bad. But I don't know. I ain't know about all these benefits. I ain't never experienced none of these benefits. Nobody included me in any of this. While y'all been eating for free, I've been paying hard-earned cash for food. And stuff ain't cheap, man. While y'all pushing grocery carts, I got the little handheld cart. Because I'm only trying to get a few items to last me for a couple of days until it's time to re-up. Ain't nobody with no real money trying to fill up no damn 2 carts or nothing. Gonna nickel and dime that shit for the whole month. That's what people with real money do, man. You can tell who's spending their own money by how much they got in the grocery cart. And y'all been getting over for years, for decades. Ain't nobody put me up on game. But honestly, I got too much pride to be swinging around the EBT card because if something go wrong and they got to call the manager and I'm sitting up there looking funky and all they could see is the naps on the back of my neck, I'm gonna be too ashamed. And I know y'all listening like, not me. I don't give a damn what they got to say about it. As long as the groceries free, I don't give a fuck. They be standing up there like a proud lion. Ain't got a nickel on the damn card. It ain't gonna be me, man. And it ain't gonna be you. Because them SNAP EBT benefits may never come back. And people don't know what to do about it. Listen at this, man.
What this is, but if I were looking at this as one of the plaintiffs in these lawsuits, I would certainly bring this to the attention of Judge John McConnell in Rhode Island. Already as it is, the plaintiffs to that lawsuit have notified him that the USDA hasn't complied with that order. And he directed the government unambiguously to either fund the full SNAP benefit by Monday, or to the extent that they were only going to rely on one pool of available funds and not the other, that they at least had to partially pay them by today. And now, of course, you have the president in this truth.
So that's why all the food is some BS. Because that shit fake, man. That's why it's free. That's why you can't find no real food no more, man. Now it's all starting to make sense. They not about to give you no real food for free. Now I see why the cheeseburgers taste like slime and things. Everything in the grocery store some BS. It got aisles and aisles of processed garbage, man. And when you go to the produce section, it ain't even real. You gotta pay extra for organic, and the organic might not even be organic. They figure, hell, the shit free. They ain't about to give you no real food, and you ain't paying real money. That's the craziest part about all this stuff, man. They talking about healthcare. You damn right you need healthcare if you got all that damn SNAP. I'm healthy than the motherfucker, man. Because I can't afford to eat all that bullshit. When I do eat, I pray before I eat, while I'm eating, and after I'm eating, because I had to spend my money to get that food. And the Lord made it possible, man. And the people, y'all made it possible too. That's why I love y'all, man. You be more grateful for things when you gotta work for it. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all really been eating for free. This is pissing me off.
Social post suggesting that his government is not going to pay any of the SNAP benefits until the shutdown is resolved. So,
even before that, what we were hearing from Trump administration officials was that it could be weeks or even months before, I guess they're claiming that it's logistically impossible for them to get the money out right away.
Correct. And that's what precipitated the plaintiffs going back to Judge McConnell and saying, hey, wait a second, your order was unambiguous. Pay in full by Monday, pay in part by Wednesday. And now they're saying that, logistically speaking, they can't turn the spigot back on so easily that it will take them weeks. We want you to either enforce your order or at the very least force them through an additional order.
Man, that's some BS, man. They know the AI about to take over. Ain't no point in feeding these they better get it out the mud, literally. Grow some fucking food, man. Cause you not about to be getting no check from nowhere once the EBT 3000 robot come out. That's what's going on, man. Ain't no point. Y'all better figure it out now, because once this AI shit hit, y'all gonna be screwed. They ain't gonna acknowledge your ass in the database. The AI don't... Shit, the AI like Drake. No new friends. Once it's online, your ass is obsolete. Hold on. Shoot, they not concerned about a human being no more. Let's be real. They don't give a fuck about a human. If they can fire you and lay you off because they got a robot that could do your job better than you, what good are you? People is yesterday's news. Trump, they trying to get over. They trying to make it a fast process. Like any day now, the American people, if they want to survive, they better cut the shit. Get out there, grow some apples. Where's your apple tree? Aren't you an Erykah Badu fan? They have no apple trees. They're gonna have to figure it out. They trying to get this shit over with. The Democrats, they trying to drag this thing on like everything all right. Just tell the people that they not important no more. It don't matter. They got a robot with bigger buns than your Magic City strip, but they already got the AI strip clubs, and they don't want no money. Fuck. The AI strip clubs, the money come out their ass. You squeeze them artificial cheeks, next thing you know, a $20 bill poking out that thong. They already living in the future. You know, technology don't already suppress. They like, damn, not only is we not trying to pay these people, we ain't trying to feed them neither. They treating people like hoes. Like, I ain't feeding them up for what? I got a robot, got 4,000, man. They got robots serving them dinners. They don't need a nigga no more. They don't need the delivery man. They got drones coming over to deliver the food. Ain't no competition. You don't need a bodyguard. Robot will slap the shit out of somebody. Won't even feel no remorse. We man, it's game over, everybody. The human race gonna have to figure it out. You better get your ass up that tree and build a house or something. I know them people. Matter of fact, let me do this real quick because we gonna get back to the news. And I don't want to show these people because they be butt naked with the meat swinging and things. But y'all know them people that be living in them tree houses and shit. They live in the Amazon jungle. They gonna experience an influx of inner city people coming to their damn natural habitats and building tree houses and shit. And it's gonna be a war of arrows. That's what's gonna happen. People gonna have. We gonna get driven into the bush, y'all. That's what's gonna happen. It ain't gonna be nowhere to go. You gonna have to go back to living in the tree. You gonna have to join the tribe, and they gonna be set tripping as soon as you get there. And y'all perverts ain't used to seeing people walk around naked and things, so it's gonna be a disaster. Your big BBL trying to climb a tree. Next thing you know, a tiger growling at that ass. Y'all get ready, because that's what's about to be happening. It's gonna be people living in national parks and shit. Motherfuckers in the woods, campfires and things. Right here in America. Oh man, it's gonna be ugly. The city's gonna be like metropolitan cities, robots running every damn thing. If you ain't rich, you ain't gonna be able to live there. If you ain't got over 10 M's in your account, ain't no point in you living in the inner city. You gonna be in the jungle somewhere. A weem away, a weem away, a weem away, a weem away. You gonna be bouncing your ass with a straw dress on. You ain't gonna have no toilet. Your ass might as well move to India. Put a red dot on your forehead. Instead of listening to Outkast, you're going to be listening to the caste system. Because that's how bad it's going to be. Oh, man. I don't think y'all ready for it.
To do what they will not, and then enter into that debate. The president in Truth Social suggesting no payment is appropriate until the government shutdown ends. Of course, this being election day, it's not coincidental that the president is weighing into this thorny legal thicket today, Chris.
Lisa Rubin, thank you for that.
Game over, everybody. Whatever you got in that refrigerator, you better make that shit stretch. That Spam been sitting up there for 8 years. Your granddaddy gave you that can of Spam. Better chop up some onions, some mushrooms or something in it. Make a PBJ out that bitch. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. And this ain't no y'all shouldn't been eating free for anyway, man. Y'all shouldn't have been eating free. No how. Grown ass people eating for free. Like y'all children. Got the nerve to tell your kids they can't have no cookie. No, you can't have a donut. You ain't pay for it. Write a letter to the president. Ask him if you could have a cookie or a donut. Cause they the ones who paid for it, man. Y'all don't be eating up all them shit. You better put that back. Put that back. For what, mama? You ain't paid for it. This government, man. For y'all little ones out there listening, don't disrespect your parents. But it might not be a bad idea to remind them every now and then, mama, the government paid for this. You can eat all the cheese in the house you want to eat, man. Speaking of cheese, hold on. Y'all need to see this real quick. Reggie, put that music on real quick. Y'all need to see this. Lord have mercy. Whatever happened to that damn cheese? What happened to it, man? They gonna bring that motherfucker back. They gonna make America great again and bring back that good old government cheese, man. From the U.S. Department of Agriculture for food help programs, not to be sold or exchanged. It's gonna be a lot of grilled cheese sandwiches out here, man. And y'all looking at the screen like y'all want to reach through that motherfucker and get that cheese. People was raised up on it, I'm trying to tell you. Damn, sweet memories with a tall glass of Kool-Aid. Get that government cheese and make a couple of meals out that thing, man. Ain't never gonna go hungry. Full of that Gouda, or whatever the hell it was. They gonna start doing stuff like that. Motherfucking government cornbread. They gonna put Patti LaBelle on the payroll with Al Sharpton. The government pie. They gonna figure it out, man, cause all this food stamp stuff gonna stop. You go up in there eating with the regular people. You getting vouchers and stuff. You sitting at the damn table with people that spend. And you know what's jacked up? It be people living in nice ass neighborhoods. They ain't paying for them damn houses. You be riding around in them neighborhoods like, damn, I wonder what they do for a living. I wonder, that must be a doctor or the mayor or something in this nice ass house. There's neighborhoods all across America. And you be like, damn, I can't even find these houses on Zillow. I can't even get on rent.com. These houses, they not even available. How do these people get up in these houses? Man, they on them damn government programs. Why the hard-earned people trying to figure it out? That's an atrocity. That shit ain't right, man. You figure you the one paying the taxes. You should be the first one in line for all of the great perks. They need to roll the red carpet out for you before anybody else, because you funding everybody's free living with your hard work and all your skills. It's an ass backward system, man. And it's looking like it's about to be some changes ahead. Y'all got to let me know, is this SNAP shut down good or bad for America? Is SNAP good or bad for America? Because I don't know no more, man. I just can't call it. Y'all got to listen at this real quick, because this blew my mind right here. Reggie, set that up. Y'all listening? Listen at this, man.
Now, today marks the 35th day of the government shutdown, tying the record for the longest in U.S. history. The Senate is expected to vote for the 14th time on a measure to reopen the government. But if that fails, the shutdown will become the longest ever recorded. The Trump administration says it'll use a contingency fund to partially pay out SNAP benefits this month after rulings from 2 federal judges.
Over $9 billion to fund SNAP for a month. And we only have, I think it's $5.2 billion in the contingency fund. So you have a big shortfall.
Democratic leaders push back against Republicans, arguing the USDA has the authority to...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If they ain't got the money, just say you ain't got the money. They figure, you run that way, I run this way to create a diversion. The American people gunning for their ass, trying to get them stamps. They ain't got the money. They act like they running from the dope man. Like, you heard from the Democrats? Nah, I ain't heard from them. You heard from the Republicans? Nah, they ain't answering the phone, man. They done ran off with the damn bag. The American people looking for the plug. Like, damn, we getting hungry, stomachs growl. Where that nigga at? They playing possum and shit. Every time you pop up on them, now they playing possum. Cause they ain't got the damn money. Let me show y'all something. The American people like Big Worm. Pulling up on Trump. They send your ass to Craig the Republicans, and Smokey the Democrats. And the American people, Big Worm, looking for that damn EBT. What had happened was the Democrats got to eating on them nachos, got to eating on them chips. They ain't got the money, man. They around here asking other countries for the money. They asking China to front them the money. They overseas asking Kim Jong-un to fund them the money so they could bring it back and feed the American people, man. But it sound like to me, they ain't got it. If you ain't got it, just say you ain't got it, man. Quit playing these games with the people. Talking about he gonna have to pay. And when it's time to pay, he turned around and said he ain't gonna pay a damn thing. That's because he ain't got it and they ain't got it to pay. They ain't trying to take no responsibility. Want to play the blame game while people stupid trying to figure it out. Somebody need to call in and let me know what y'all think about this man. Is this good or bad for America? I'm about to grow me some tomatoes or some cucumbers or something, make some pickles out this bitch. I'ma have to figure it out. Go down to Walmart, get me a couple of fishing poles, man. Catch me a barracuda, maybe 2 of them things, make it stretch for the week. Figure out how to bake my own bread. Kool-Aid about to be back in style, I promise you, man. Them packs gonna be flying off the shelf. Move down to Florida, buy a couple of them orange trees, man. Get me a rifle and go hunting. Bambi, here I come. They call me Thumper, cause I'm thumping. I'm gonna be all out in the forest. Catch me a motherfucking a reindeer, a moose. Come back to the projects with a moose on my back. What y'all know about that, man? Chop that motherfucker up. Eat for a year. About to get on my Crocodile Dundee shit. Make my own potato chips. Make my own taters, man. Take it back to slavery time. Motherfucker, buy a shotgun house, man. Put the Cadillac right in front of the shotgun house with the potatoes growing in the back. That's what it's gonna go down to with my old lady with her rag on her head, big booty swinging, making cornbread and things. Chickens running all around the yard. That's what's about to be happening. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. People in the country laughing their ass off. They sitting around the saloon. Like, damn, where all these horses come from? They don't bust the horses back out in the country. Hey, Bill. Hey, Todd. They got the cowboy hats on and everything, chilling. Liquor store out of business. The Arab man behind the counter. Where's everybody? Nobody buying liquor. They sitting at the saloon drinking moonshine. Listening to that country music and shit, crying. Driving home, riding on the horse, crying with the damn country music coming out the walkie-talkie. Loving America right now. They go down to the butcher man, You walk up in that bitch, they holes in the floor, got blood all over the place. You hear them hogs and shit screaming in the back. They got fresh meat. While y'all in the city, worried about an EBT check, man. Hello, who this is here? Oh, man, we so glad you... What the hell happened? Hey, baby, you gonna have to call back. I don't know what was wrong with her phone. But like I was saying, country people happy as hell right now. It's a fat man in the pond wrestling with a gator, butt crack showing, wrestling with an alligator right now. With a big ass smile on his face, gonna have gator steaks for the rest of the week. Cause they know how to hunt. Them boys down there in Louisiana on them boats, getting all them damn catfishes and things. They digging in the mud. Got about 15 catfishes for Thanksgiving. It don't take nothing to go out there and get the damn turkey from the yard and fix it up for Thanksgiving. Hold on, y'all. Hello, who this is?
Why are you hang up on me?
Oh, that was by accident, baby. I do apologize. How you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
Oh, man, we over here talking about what's going on with the government, the SNAP and EBT and everything. How you feel about all this?
So I just wanted to say, excuse me, I'm a little under the weather today, so my voice is a little horrible, but I just wanted to say, we're going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make it. You know, it don't take nothing but like 4 bags of beans. 4 bags of beans could get you through at least 2 weeks, man. Get you a couple of bags of potatoes. You know what I'm saying? A few heads of lettuce, some tomatoes. Like, we ain't got to be so spoiled that we have to eat all the things that I guess people is used to eating. That's what costs so much money. But if you break that stuff down and you just eat what's necessary to keep you alive, you're going to be all right.
You ain't gonna be able to get no sleep because that gas gonna keep you up all night with all them damn beans, man. You gonna be running back and forth to the toilet all day at work.
Why you always got to be so silly?
You gonna have to take
We
off because you
talking
got...
real shit right now.
You know people hold it all day while they at work. And when they get home, that's when they cut loose. Eating up that shit you talking about, they gonna have to take a sick leave.
Yeah. People are wanting to live. And people need to understand they don't have to be depressed about no damn SNAP. They don't have to be depressed about that. Because you can eat still. Even if you don't have food stamps, you just can't eat the same stuff that you've been eating. But you can still eat and be alive. And you won't be in. You hear that emergency vehicle outside right now? That won't happen to you if you just make you a pot of beans and make you some potatoes a couple days later.
It sound good. You know what I'm saying? That sounds amazing. But the truth is, people be having cravings, man. When the last time you said, I think I want me a piece of cake, or I got to get me a piece of cheesecake, a cookie, or something? When the last time you had a craving?
When your reality changes, and believe me, it's shifting right now. Our reality is shifting. So shift with it. Because if you don't, your ass going to be sitting in your apartment or house or wherever you live, miserable and hungry.
Says the lady that had a...
adapt.
Says the lady that had an oxtail dinner today, y'all.
I don't eat beef, Sean. Do you know who this is?
Oh, I know it's Delilah called up here, sounding like a mystic and everything, telling people to eat beans and get a head of lettuce and all that.
I'm just saying, we don't need to be miserable. We've had enough misery.
Shit.
So don't be miserable about what's happening.
You're going to be real miserable
Just
sitting on that
adapt to
toilet.
it.
You
know
know,
what?
I'm so glad you called in because I need you to answer this question for me, sister, because I've been thinking about it and I've been trying to figure it out. Do you feel like the SNAP program and the Section 8 and all these benefits are good for America, or do you feel like the American people are spoiled? There's people in other countries that look at us like We're a bunch of spoiled Americans because when you spoiled, you really don't appreciate the shit you got anyways.
Well, I think that there are some people who really benefit from it and really need it, and they're unable to work or whatever. I don't even think about that because you know what? What's important is to live and to live well. And living well doesn't really have a whole lot to do with materialism. It doesn't really have a whole lot to do with how much you have or how much you don't have.
You're going to be the first one they send to the jungle. I'm going to be waving, bye, Delilah. They're going to put you on
You
the
coming
back.
with me?
I ain't going to live in the swamp. I ain't going out there to live in nature and all that BS in Honduras or whatever.
But why would you say that about me? Why do you think they going to send me first?
Cause you all right with it. You want to live in nature and grow the beans and eat the tomatoes. As long as you alive, you happy. As long as you got nature, as long as you got some sunlight, you gonna be all right. You'll be perfect out there in the Amazon.
Sean, we all would be all right as long as we got all that.
While you in the Amazon, I'm gonna be ordering off of Amazon.
Look, I just want you to help the people understand there's no need to panic. Don't panic.
Man, have you been raised up with food stamps and Section 8? Was you raised up with EBT?
So when I was very young, before my mother became a professor, we did receive assistance. Okay. I remember having to get government cheese. I remember powdered milk. I remember I was very young, but I remember it. And okay, a lot of us went through that. But what I'm saying is we don't learn as humans to be able to adapt. It's like we run away from difficulty and challenges. We always want to be so comfortable, but that's not necessary to live a good life. You don't have to be comfortable all the time to enjoy your life. You do if you think you do, and then your life is miserable when you don't have what you want. But as long as you have what you need, it should be a beautiful life for you.
You know what? You got me thinking. People don't realize that they're American at the day because you're so used to something. You born and raised in America. You don't think it's no big thing, but they say America is the land of dreams and opportunities. The land of milk and honey. And it really is. But the American people don't appreciate America and all that it stands for because we so normalized with it. I think the American people is brainwashed to the fact that we are indeed in the United States of America. People caught up in the history books not understanding that history repeats itself. And we at a crossroads in this country to where, hell, you got to make up your mind. What is this all about? You got people from other countries that see the big picture and see America for what it is. So when they touch down in America, they can advance because they know what America is all about. But American people got it fucked up, especially when you receiving free foods and benefits and things that could really dampen your dreams of success.
But Sean, for some people, success is waking up in the morning and watching a flock of birds fly by.
Go to the Amazon. There's plenty. You got parakeets, all types of shit.
Oh my God, I cannot believe you are protesting this.
Ain't no bird. What you gonna see? The ghetto bird? What bird you talking about?
Oh, I have flocks of birds fly by all the time.
And them birds miserable.
I live in Oregon, so it's very, very nature ready.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. This is the only thing I want to say, and I'm not gonna hold you up no more, so because you probably got a lot of callers. But let me just tell you this one thing, Sean. You listening to me?
Yeah.
I care very much about what happens.
To me,
in the mind.
You talking about what, to me?
in the mind, listen, I'm gonna do you next, but look, in general, I care very much about what
I care about you too.
in our minds are.
We do got a
It
bond.
starts with the thought. Do you understand that? It starts with the thought, the way you're thinking.
Yeah, it all in the gutter.
Look, if you think you're not gonna make it, you will not make it.
Oh, we gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do, baby.
Okay, now let me get to you, son. Can I tell you something? I just love you.
Oh man, you know what? See, it's getting hot in here, and you know it's already cold outside. I'm gonna be standing outside butt naked, waiting for them birds in the morning, man. You talking about nature and all this stuff? It's beautiful. Your conversation is beautiful. You ain't hold on, wait a minute. Now I ain't know you had the iPhone on with the FaceTime and everything on.
On.
I'm busted.
I want you to know I have so much love for you.
Oh man.
And I wish continued success. And I'm always love you, son.
Yeah, look, I love you too, baby. That's why I want you to be no stranger. Yeah, you gotta call back the next time I go live, because your conversation always so interesting when you start talking about them birds and them trees and everything. Fly, pelican, fly. Call up here sounding like you on that Tony Montana, man. We appreciate you. Don't be no stranger. Real talk, man. Real. And I'ma holler at you, baby. You be good out there, Delilah. All right, holler at you later. No doubt. Take care. She called up here another Quaalude. She love me in the morning. Call up in a big ass bubble bath with a cigar in her mouth. Tell me all we need is the birds and the trees and the air, man. Don't need nothing but some fresh flowers. I'm American, man. And for all my black people out there that was born in America, you might as well rep your shit. Be proud to be an American, man. Besides, we've been here since the dawn of it, man. We've been here since the beginning. And can you believe that it was black folks here waiting for us to get off the boat with a snooty ass? Like, there goes another one. Like, oh, we're gonna call you Flipper. It was black people on them docks too, with their big ass Moorish hats on and shit, waiting for the niggas to get into America. And they had slaves too. Top of the morning, Bob. Slap you on the back of your head. You had black cowboys back in the day roaming free across the great America while your ass was in bondage. Black people always been in the picture. Black ass Native Americans owning shit, running shit. It always been diverse, man, since the dawn of America. The South versus the North. The Northern people. Let me show y'all something, man. Y'all need to see this. Hold on. Think about it, y'all. Detroit, one of the biggest black cities in America, because they had them steel mills up there, man. When the industrial age came along and they started mass producing things and the world was changing and they needed somebody to work them damn steel mills, they're like, hell, we got all the workforce we need in the South. How about we bring their ass up here and they could work the new industrial. Cotton was a thing of the past. Like, yeah, cotton mass produced and everything. They don't master cotton. But you figure the new age is the steel age, and you need somebody to come up there and work it. So they like, look, we need them niggas to come up here and work. And the South like, you can't have my niggas. Y'all can't have them. We need those darkies to come up here and work these steel mills. You can't have my darkies. I'll go to war by my darkies. Before you know it, the Civil War broke out. Because they needed somebody to come up there and work the shit out that them steel mills and things. And that's what Papa Joe Jackson was working at, beating the Jackson 5 ass. Cause he come up out of slavery and stuff, man. That's the only way he knew how to raise them kids. They left the plantation, went to up there, Gary, Indiana, up north, working them steel mills and things. Now you fast forward to the modern era. They're like, hell, these darkies don't want to work no more. So we might as well get some new darkies from other places in the world. And that's when they started busting through the border and all that. This same thing all over again, man. Now we at a crossroads in America to where black people confused, don't know where we stand. People worried about stunting this hip hop bullshit. Now we about to find out that many of us is obsolete in the grand scheme of things because you got AI in the picture. A robot could pick the whole damn tree, man. Build a robot with 50 arms, snatch the damn tree bare. Look at this. Man, did y'all see this right here? This robot can pluck 50 apples per minute. You don't need nobody. He roll down the line. Look, he scoop, 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 scoop. He vacuuming off. They got motherfucking Apple robot drones. They pick the apple, wash it, and put it in the basket faster than you can say 1, 2, 3. And this was in 2022. So imagine where they at with it right now, man. They don't need nobody for nothing. We in a new age, and people gonna have to figure it out. Hold on, look at that. Look. That thing, the busting them apples down. Don't need nobody for a damn thing. But that's Negro here, no there. Hey, them phone lines still open. Make sure y'all call in. Let's get back to this.
To continue to pay full SNAP benefits.
The courts should do everything they can to force this administration, cruel as it may be, manipulating hungry people as it is doing. The courts must make sure that full benefits are restored.
Now, the Trump administration has not provided a timeline or explanation on how benefits could partially return. Processing payments could also take time. Loading benefit cards can take a week or longer.
Wait a minute, y'all. Now, I remember it vividly. When Trump first got in office, he was going on and on about how the country in debt. It's in so much debt, we have to figure out ways to clear the debt. There's no money. We're losing trillions of dollars. The American economy is in bad shape. It was in horrible shape. Ain't nobody know how bad of shape the economy was in. Now his second term around, they pulling tariffs and stuff, penny pinching, trying to get extra money up out of China. They putting the smack down, trying to grub up some money. Now, it done got to the point to where it's looking like it ain't no more money. Especially not no $5 billion for free shit. What we gonna do? It's time to put some extra locks on the door. They need to just keep it a buck with the people. Now, I don't know this for sure. It's all alleged allegations and speculations for entertainment purposes. But I reckon that there's no more cash to be handing out to nobody for free. They don't figure out a way to keep their multi-billion-dollar companies alive without paying nobody, because they got the AI that can do it. And on top of that, hell, they straight. The common person gonna have to figure it out. They tired of footing the bill for people living for free. And you figure the world wouldn't be in America wouldn't be in so much debt if it wasn't for these programs. The crazy part about it is rich people been greedy for far too long. They refuse to spread the wealth with the common man. That's how we ended up in this situation. They would rather pay you food stamps and have you eating, give you some. They figure SNAP, EBT, and all that shit. Section 8 is charity work for the common man because they know it's a damn shame to be that rich and for other people to be that damn poor and mediocre. This is the reason why all this is taking place is because of greed. Now, they ain't trying to give nobody a motherfucking thing. That's where they at with it right now. They like, man, the fellow man on their own. The common man is on their own. Humanity, we taking another step in humanity. If you obsolete, they don't feel no responsibility, no remorse. They just through with it, man. They tired of babysitting people. They tired of it. They gonna take their billions and live their life. They have no moral compass for a regular Joe out there because they know that with these studies with TikTok and Instagram, the human brain been reduced to a squirrel. And that's the real reason, the only reason why they had some remorse. I'm talking about the rich people, the elite. The only reason why they had some remorse for humankind is because human beings show major signs of sophistication. And for the most part, they admire their fellow man, even though they don't want to share their wealth with commoners. They figure, hell, at the end of the day, we are human beings and we have to look out for mankind. That's the least we can do as multi-billionaires and things. But with the reduction of the human mental capacity due to TikTok, people worried about booty. And people interest is different now. People don't read and shit like that. People wake up to watching shorts, go to sleep to watching shorts. And feel like they educated because they got some information off of a 1-minute clip. When people been reading books for years and years and gathering information on the ground, doing data work, going out into the environment, really studying, having intellectual debates and shit like that, somebody feel like they know it all because they seen a 60-minute clip about some mathematics or something like that. So they ain't got no remorse for the fellow man no more. They look at people like useless eaters. Useless, eat, sleep, boo-boo, and social media. They got more respect for the AI than they got for the common man. And we do too. You got more respect for your phone than you got for your girlfriend. You feel you have a more of an intimate relationship with your phone than you have with your boyfriend. Your phone know more about you than anybody in your life. You trust your phone more than you trust your best friend. You will share things with your phone that you would never share with nobody else. Your phone is your soulmate, your confidant, all that. You done bought in to the hype. You lost in the sauce. And while you got this intimate relationship with your phone, they studying your ass like a monkey in the zoo. Now it's at a point to where they got to cough up $5 billion to feed your funky ass. They ain't got it. And you gonna have to figure it out, man. They be like, ask chat GPT what to do, or CPT what to do. If you don't know what to do, ask chat CPT. They'll tell you what to do. When that SNAP money don't drop, they're gonna advise the people that ask chat TPT where I could get some free food from. And most likely it's gonna have you on the fruit. It's gonna tell you to get a bag of soil. At least have a couple of square feet of land to fertilize. where to purchase online, to purchase the seeds for the corn and all that. That's what it's gonna tell you to do. But that's Negro here nor there. Hold on. Run that back a little bit. Y'all listening? Listen at this.
Hungry people as it is doing, the courts must make sure that full benefits are restored.
Now, the Trump administration has not provided a timeline or explanation on how benefits could partially return. Processing payments could also take time. Loading benefit cards can take a week or longer, depending on the state. Here in Georgia, it typically takes a week. But officials say state systems will need to be recoded to handle the reduced benefits. So right now it's unclear how quickly that can happen. And many of you are also stepping up to help neighbors in need right now. Warner Robins is launching a community food drive. You can donate at any of the fire stations across the county. Volunteers are also hosting a food drive in the North Macon area. You can drop off canned goods, snacks, and even some household items at several locations. Take a look at your screen. There they are for you. Grow on Riverside Drive, the Bohemian Den downtown, and Campbell's Collision Center in Bolingbroke. Now, the Middle Georgia Community Food Bank is still moving forward with a few mobile food distributions this week. On Thursday, they're handing out food items in Wheeler County. The distribution starts at 11 in the morning over on Glenwood Civic Center, which is on 3rd Avenue. And then on Friday, they're headed to Unadilla, to the Unadilla Community and Conference Center to help families in need there. That's on Pine Street. That giveaway also starts at 11 in the morning. And ahead of the holiday season, you can also help secure meals for families in need with our Stuff the Truck event. We have all the information you need.
It's gonna be a bunch of people that already got food going to get some more food, and it's free. People just gonna take advantage of the fact that they giving away some free food. It's gonna be people out there that really need the food and they just empty, they all out. Then it's gonna be a bunch of people ahead of the line in nice ass vehicles. They gonna be drinking a Smoothie King that they paid $15 for while they picking up that free food, talking about put it in the bag. You pop the trunk open to put the food in there, all you gonna smell is that Popeyes blaring out. That's what's gonna happen. People make it seem like they already going through the zombie apocalypse. We need food. Like they gonna be foaming out the mouth and things. Now, there's really some people out there like that. But y'all know it's going to be with some well-to-do people that ain't too proud to beg, that's going down to the pantry to get some cookies and things. And it's going to rot because they already got food. They need to bring pictures of their situation when you go to the damn food drive. You show up to the food bank, you got to come with receipts. Now, this a picture of my refrigerator. It better be a empty can of olives in there with a rat in the refrigerator. Okay, welcome to the food drive. We're going to have to see pictures of your refrigerator, your pantry, and proof that it is your home. A lot of people are turned right back around. What would you need to see what I already got for? They take a picture of their refrigerator. That shit be so damn full, you can't even close the damn refrigerator. They got deep freezers and shit full of meat. Food all on top of the refrigerator. They got food all on the counters. Peanut butter and jelly all on that mug, man. Open up the cabinets. They got every canned good to chunky Campbell soup, all that stuff up in the cabinet already. It's a mess. People hoarders, man. That's what it is. They hoarders. People in America got it so good to where you can actually be a damn hoarder and not even know that's what you are. I know the Amazon delivery people be like, fuck, man. Like these people, how can they fit all this stuff in their house? I'm looking around now. Shit excessive, man. It's the richest country on earth. But the problem is people are more spoiled now than ever. Hey, I want y'all to see something real quick. Because this really blew my mind when I see it. All right. We going to take a little detour real quick. I need y'all to rock with me. Reggie, put that music on. It's only gonna take a little bit. This S.A.T, man, everything here is educational for entertainment purposes. Look. Get that, and then we're gonna go ahead and do this. Hold on. All right, man, we about to do this for educational purposes, man. Now, I know y'all heard about Hiroshima and Nagasaki when Japan went to war with the U.S. They dropped bombs on Japan, and they had to start over from scratch. It was fucked up in Japan, man. They really blew Japan off the map. Like, it was bad, man. Tokyo was on fire. It all came down. You look at modern day Japan, it's a modern metropolis. They done built that thing back up. And you gotta figure, since Japan was destroyed, when they rebuilt Japan, they used new technology, new everything there is more modern than any other city, because they was able to start from scratch in the modern era. Not only did they rebuild Japan, but it became so wealthy at one point to where the common person was living a comfortable, everybody had paper, man. It wasn't nothing to get some paper. You invest into the stocks and trade. They bought up Universal. They bought up all these they had so many foreign assets and things. Japanese people was wealthy, wealthy, wealthy. Then the stock market crashed and people was catching that heat again. And that shit, it was a wake-up call. So to make a long story short, modern day Japan, they ain't trying to invest no money. They ain't trying to spend no money. They ain't trying to have no kids. They ain't trying to be in no relationship. Everybody making it on their own because they don't know when some shit gonna go down again. They done been through too much. While y'all crying, complaining about the EBT, Japan done been there and some. And it done got to the point to where they feel like we just gonna survive. As long as I got money in the bank and I'm good, anything happen, I'm straight. They just gonna ride this thing on out. There's women out there don't want no man. They rather have a dog. You got men, they rather have a relationship with an anime character before they get involved with one of them bras out there. They don't want no drama, no smoke. They got their money. They sitting back, chilling Okinawa style. And that's where we about to be in America when people survive this EBT madness. Everybody gonna be solo. They ain't gonna be fucking with nobody. It's just gonna be you, your teddy bear, and your bank account. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, America's spoiled at this point. And people want Big Daddy Trump to save the day. It may not work out like that this time. Listen at this, y'all.
Extend my heartfelt condolences, sympathies, and prayers to our former colleague, Liz Cheney, to Mrs. Cheney, and to the entire Cheney family on the passing of Vice President Dick Cheney. I also want to acknowledge today, of course, is Election Day, and just to encourage the American people to go out and exercise your right to vote, exercise your franchise, exercise your voice, wherever you may be, all across the country. Our country is our democracy. It's our successful experiment in self-government, and it only works if the American people participate. Despite all of the efforts from the other side of the aisle to engage in misdirection, lies, voter suppression, and obstruction, the will of the American people is going to prevail today. Here in America,
Y'all see how the Democrats do it. Hide behind the educated brother. to address the people. Because when you heard it from that motherfucker. Even if you heard it wrong, you heard it from his ass. He's a shield. You know what I'm saying? Same way Obama is a shield. You get out there on the front lines, and when they start throwing tomatoes and shit, it's gonna hit him dead square in his fat nose. That's how they do it, man. And I'm sick of it. They know how to make some shit sound all right when they need to just say, look, we ain't got no money. The gravy train is over. It ain't got shit to do with Trump. Because in all reality, he just a damn president. We the ones running the show behind the scenes. The only reason why it's Democrats and Republicans is because we want the common man to feel important. We're on your side and you're on our side. You have a team in me. Ain't no damn team. They ain't nothing but a bunch of Floyd Mayweathers. They the money team. But in order to divide and conquer, to sway the masses, they running this damn charade. And I ain't been into politics that long. But I could see this as clear as day. If you ain't got it, just say you ain't got it. People make a million excuses when they ain't got no money. When they need to just flat out say, hey, I'm broke. People don't want to hear your story. You know, listen at this man.
America, the cost of living is way too high. Donald Trump and Republicans promised that they were going to lower costs on day one. But costs aren't going down, costs are going up. The Trump tariffs are making life more expensive for everyday Americans by thousands of dollars per year. Inflation on the way up. Grocery costs, way up. Housing costs, way up. Childcare costs, way up. Electricity prices through the roof. And
it was like that when Biden was in office too. So now they could pass the potato to Trump and make it seem like it's all his fault. What about when he wasn't in office? What about when Obama was in office? What about when the Democrats was running the show? You know what I'm saying? This ain't just start yesterday.
American people know it. That Donald Trump and Republicans have failed to make their life more affordable. And now in the midst of this 35-day Trump-Republican shutdown, Republicans refuse to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, which is going to result in tens of millions of Americans experiencing dramatically increased premiums, copays, and deductibles. In some cases, everyday Americans, working class Americans, and middle class Americans are going to see their health insurance premiums increase by $1,000 or $2,000 per year because of the Republican refusal to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. Donald Trump and Republicans in the House and the Senate have failed the American people, and the American people know it.
How about y'all don't force people to have health insurance, man? If you don't want it, then you ain't gotta have it, type of thing. Why they force you to have some shit? Regardless of how you feel about it, you gotta have it. And then when it's time to use it, you ain't got enough damn credits or whatever. You ain't put enough money in there for it to even make a difference. It's people been working 3, 4, 5 years. Something finally happened. It's worse than car insurance. When some shit go down, you got full coverage and they gonna make you pay the full price and penalize your ass for having some you ain't even at fault. They don't give a damn. The whole system, man. All I could say to the people out there, motherfucker, oodles and noodles, man. That's all I could say. Oodles and noodles. And blow them bitches. That's it. Matter of fact, I do y'all one better. Let me show y'all something real quick. Cause this gonna help a lot of people out in these hard times. Ooh, my Lord have mercy. Put some spaghetti sauce in that bitch. The next time you do it. Cook them noodles up. Don't put the pack. Don't put the seasoning in it. Just put some spaghetti sauce on it. And if you want to get fancy, put some scallions and things around there, man. But next time you make you some new... Hold on, they put some cheese and pepperonis on theirs. Trying to tell y'all, you don't need that little salt pack. You got a jar of spaghetti sauce in there? Cook you them noodles on the low, man. Make sure you don't overcook them. Make it to where it got a little bounce to it. And put a little butter. Strain it. Don't be talking, you can't drink the juice with this. You want to cook them noodles real good. Drain it. Put a little butter in there. Mix it up with that butter. Put some black pepper on the dry with the noodles with the butter with the black pepper. Then you want to pour some spaghetti sauce on top of them noodles. And if you got some Parmesan cheese, the more the merrier. It'd be your own little personal spaghetti. Somebody said I do ramen noodles and tuna when I... You might as well throw some mayonnaise up in that bitch. I ain't never... About to make me gag. This motherfucker made a ramen lasagna out this bitch. You can do some things with them noodles. Chop some hot dogs up in it. Or if you got some whatever meat you got, chop it up, put it in that noodle. Spaghetti sauce, get some chicken McNuggets. Make a chicken Parmesan out them ramen noodles with that spaghetti sauce, man. Y'all gonna have to jazz it up. It look like they got some peanut sauce beef. God damn, they in the struggle. They done made a sauce out of some peanut butter and put it in the damn noodle. Might as well put some jelly on top of that. Peanut butter and jelly ramens. What the hell? They put a bag of frozen peas and carrots on that damn thing with some hamburger meat. Hey, anything good when you hungry. Make a hamburger helper out them damn noodles. The struggle real. I'm just trying to show y'all how real this really can get out this bit. But you still gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? They put some meatballs and they... This shit make me want to cry. Be eating that shit listening to Anthony Hamilton. Coming from where I'm from. They gave him 2 stars for that BS. Sometimes you gotta walk to work, yeah. Coming from where I'm from. Yeah, you gotta get creative with this stuff. Okay, let's get back to this. Y'all listening? All right, here we go. Come on.
Democrats will continue to fight to lower the high cost of living, to fix our broken healthcare system, and to clean up corruption. In the Congress, in the courts, and certainly as it relates to Donald Trump and his administration, the most corrupt administration in American history. We want to reopen the government. We want to find a bipartisan path forward toward enacting a spending agreement that actually makes life better for the American people, that lowers costs for the American people, as opposed to the Trump economy where things are getting more expensive by the day. And of course, we have to decisively address the Republican healthcare crisis that is crushing the American people all across the land. Questions?
Considering the exercise that Democrats do not think through at all, how much skepticism will be from House Democrats on any sort of an agreement that will come over from the Senate?
We said from the very beginning that we will evaluate in good faith any bipartisan agreement that emerges from the Senate, reopens the government, makes life better for the American people, and decisively addresses the Republican health care crisis.
They trying to make it seem like the American life was busting when the government was open. Like they stopped the party. Like people waiting for them to put the record back on so we could get back to grooving. Like everything was peaches and cream before the government got shut down. Like as soon as we open back up, we gonna give people the Medicaid, the benefits, and we gonna lower the rent, gas, food gonna be cheap. Soon as we get the government back, as soon as they quit playing games, not only is we gonna get the ball rolling again, but everybody gonna be able to pull off the lot in a brand new Mercedes Benz. Life gonna be so cheap in America. You could buy a whole cart full of groceries with a couple of dollars. Like they really playing. They talking about make things more affordable, but they ain't being specific. We need specific. They don't never give specifics. They paint a pretty picture but leave out all the details. If you're going to lower rent, put that on the front page, man. Put that on all the blogs. Have Tasha K talk about it. Motherfucking let DJ Academics talk about it. They about to lower the rent. I don't know how much you paying where you stay at, but once they reopen the White House, your rent only going to be $500. That's the nationwide standard, $500 for a house. And if you're in an apartment, $250. I don't think it's going to go down like that, regardless of what they talking about.
Crisis. Until we see details, we're not in a position to do much more than that.
Until you see details, you can't be speaking on something if you don't see the details. Therefore, he talking out his ass. Hold on.
That is crushing the American people all across the land. Questions?
We hear there's a little bit of a falling next door in the Senate office. We don't know what that means or what that would look like. But considering the exercise that the Democrats did not think through enough, how much skepticism would there be from House Democrats on any sort of an agreement that would come over from the Senate?
We said from the very beginning that we will evaluate in good faith any bipartisan agreement that emerges from the Senate, reopens the government, makes life better for the American people, and decisively addresses the Republican health care crisis. Until we see details, we're not in a position to do much more than that. We're in the middle of a 35-day government shutdown. Donald Trump is unlawfully withholding billions of dollars in SNAP benefits from 42 million Americans and 16 million children. There's nothing to be optimistic about relative to the cruelty and the pain that Donald Trump and Republicans continue to inflict on the American people. There's nothing to be optimistic about when it comes to the fact that Donald Trump shut the government down. They're forcing hundreds of thousands of people to be out on furlough or to work without pay. They refuse to address the health care crisis that Republicans have created. In a year where they enacted the largest cut to Medicaid in American history, hospitals, nursing homes, and community-based health centers are closing because of Republican policies all across America. The country is facing the possibility of a $536 billion cut to Medicare at the end of the year if Congress doesn't act.
Man, this is so sad. They're basically breaking up with the American people, but don't want to break it to the people that it's over. It's like a relationship gone bad. Some of y'all in a relationship y'all don't want to be in no more, but you ain't trying to hurt whoever's feelings. So you're going to play games, make up excuses, and do some, it's going to be some changes, some off-the-wall shit going on. There's some differences now. It ain't going to be like it was before. Instead of just letting that person know, hey, you know, I ain't feeling this no more. It ain't, I got somebody else. I'm going in another direction. Because that's basically what they doing, man. They going in another direction. And they figure, hell, if we break it to the people like this, then maybe they'll figure out some other shit. Now that they know they can't rely on me. That's like people trying to get their kids up out the house. Your kids been depending on you. You've been doing all this type of stuff. Hey, now you got to switch it up. Now they going to have to figure it out. You can't. Now you grown. You going to have to figure out how to survive on your own. I ain't trying to do it for you no more. Parents start getting real funky with their kids. The internet don't work no more. Like, damn, what I'm supposed to do? And the internet ain't working. I need to find somewhere to go, get up out of mama house, be somewhere where I could use the internet. Soon as your ass leave, it's not that they can't afford the internet. They cut the shit off because they want you to get on somewhere because they know that's what you're depending on. Whatever it is you're depending on in the situation, if they ain't trying to serve you no more, they gonna cut whatever it is, man. That's just common sense. They need to keep it real with the people. Like, we done with y'all. But if you ain't an entrepreneur or something like that, to where you getting your own bag, then you can't depend on the government for a damn thing. Because we living in a new era. They don't see technology do things that human beings just ain't gonna be able to do. There's no power structure that humans have over AI. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no intelligence that human beings can display that's more superior than AI. So why in the hell do we have to accommodate you for any damn thing? That's like putting gas in the motorbike when you got a brand new SUV. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do with your old car when you get your new car? You gonna make it a priority to drive that raggedy ass Beetle Bug when you got a new Ferrari? Most likely you gonna shelve it, sell it, do something where you ain't gonna want it no more. What's the point? It's obsolete. So that's where we at. People don't like it, but as the world advances, if you're not advancing with it, you just gonna be left behind. And it's unfortunate that it's people that don't been to college. They losing their jobs to a computer program. There's people that don't amazing people in the struggle right now. But if you ain't got community, you ain't got a damn thing. That's what it boils down to. So if you have a community that you're a part of, that you're recognized in, then y'all gonna have to figure it out. But if you ain't got no real community, no structure, or people that give a damn about you, it's gonna be some cold days ahead, man. I remember the candy lady back in the day. I remember the old black man working at the corner store with the big old jar of pig feet sitting on the counter. That made me feel like there was some community when I was coming up. I remember the old people sitting on the porch. You do something bad in your neighborhood, your mama find out about it, and you be like, damn, who in the hell told my mama wasn't nobody there? Who seen me? It was that old lady or that old man on the next street over that know who your mom, you don't even know they know who your mom is. They came and knocked on the door, told your mama everything, and by the time you came home, she's sitting in the living room with a belt waiting to beat your ass. You ain't got that no more, man. It's a wrap. TikTok ain't gonna be able to save you. I don't give a damn how many goofy dances you do, how many goofy faces you make. It's a wrap. Hip hop ain't worth a damn. These rappers, they all exposed as frauds and things, man. And you an idiot if you still listening to rap music. Fucking sports is garbage. Basketball, that shit is boring. You better off going to see an opera show. You will get more entertainment out of going to see the opera than you would watching a basketball game. So all the way, look, these NBA players about to be going broke too. They investigating gambling into the NBA, talking about first of all, they got the gambling on the commercials when you watching the damn game. Some quick picks and prize picks and all this stuff got people feeling like it's legal as hell to gamble on the basketball game. Now they want to close in on the NBA for illegal gambling. Before you know it, them basketball players ain't about to be making no money. Because ain't nobody watching, ain't nobody buying no merchandise. The shit dead. It's only going to be football. The NBA, they about to shut that shit down. See them hoodlums running up and down the court all day. But that's Negro here nor there. Y'all need to listen at this.
And Republicans are refusing to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits because they would rather gut the health care of the American people. There's nothing to be optimistic about because of what Trump and Republicans have done to this country. They've gone way too far, and the American people know it, and the results today are going to decisively reflect that fact.
You said in September, any agreement related to protecting the health care of the American people has to be ironclad in legislation. It does not sound like whatever agreement comes out of the Senate will be in legislation. Will you accept something that is a handshake deal?
It's the same answer that I just gave.
I know that a filibuster is a mechanism, but President Trump has repeatedly, recently has this morning called for Senate Republicans to abolish the filibuster, pass the CR with a simple majority, and also a host of other Republican priorities. You criticized him for not inviting the legislative leaders to the White House to negotiate. What are your thoughts about him continuing to call for the abolishment of the filibuster within the context of his unwillingness to negotiate? Does that indicate to you that he has no interest in sitting down with not only his legislative leaders, but you and Leader Schumer?
Well, Donald Trump has taken a my way or the highway approach to his presidency from the very beginning, and he's used to Republicans simply bending the knee to him. Because these Republicans on Capitol Hill, on the House side and on the Senate side, they don't work for the American people. They work for Donald Trump. And so he's going to continue to make his position clear until they eventually cave, which is what they always do. Because Republicans in this Congress have been nothing more than a reckless rubber stamp for Donald Trump's extreme agenda. And Donald Trump keeps making the point that Republicans have shut the government down, and they're the only ones that have the power to open it up. Republicans who have complete control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Republicans.
Oh, shut up. Donald Trump, the bad kid in the class. He the one acting up. He the class clown. He the Ronald McDonald of the Congress. And his little friends, the ones in his entourage, they the ones that's terrorizing the school. And we the good kids. We show up to class on time. We do our homework. Donald Trump is badass. Everything going wrong is his fault. They pointing the finger at Trump. He just a big bad bully. Who wrote this shit, man? This like a real life episode of The Apprentice. And people falling for this, they all in the same gang. I bet you they still getting paid. He's still getting a check while he up there talking. Everybody in their cabinet got food in their cabinet. Like, I'm a good kid. See, I get straight A's, but that Donald Trump, he's a mean meanie. Yeah, we're the bad kids. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, yeah. I'm the president, bitch. He the leader of the Republican gang. And they just some squares that's not trying to back down. got a story to tell to the American people about how they ain't getting no more food. Bullshit. I don't want to hear it no more, man. Want to blame it on the Trumpster. They put his animated. I mean, he's all American without a doubt, man. Trump been an American figure for the longest. Who don't know Donald Trump? Let me in now. Let me in now. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now. We in now. I got money to spend, my friend. Now we in now. I'm sipping up on that hand now. Niggas been rapping about Trump way before he even thought about becoming the president. They took this very, very popular man with a bad demeanor. He's known for telling people, you're fired. Now everybody losing their jobs and he the president of the United States. How can you? It's too easy, man. They probably sitting behind the scenes laughing their ass off. Like, this is so great. Look. It's like a damn cartoon. They put him as the president. He been known for firing people. Or getting people fired on national television. Now people literally getting fired from their jobs because Donald Trump is the president. They be all eager to work. Like, Trump, I got kids and my wife's on the EBT. I came to you. I've been working. I've been trusting you. You're fired. Hold on. Let me see this real quick.
I have great respect for you. I have great respect for your tenacity, for the fact that you just don't give up. But Rod, you're fired.
God damn. He don't give a goddamn. You could work your ass off, be a model citizen, but guess what? You're fired. Don't even get no explanation for that. And they put him ahead of the nation and people trying to figure it out. Bitch, it ain't nothing to figure out. You're fired. Donald Trump, he the president, man. What the hell? People want an explanation. Ain't no explanation. You fired. Lord have mercy. Look at this.
Who are the ones who passed the one big ugly bill without a single Democratic vote? We strongly oppose their one big ugly bill. They passed it on their own because they have complete control of government. And in that one big ugly bill, they enacted the largest cut to Medicaid in American history, ripping health insurance away from 14 million Americans. And at the same time, they cut $186 billion from SNAP. That's the largest cut to nutritional assistance in this country's history. They literally, in July, ripped food from the mouths of hungry children, seniors, and veterans. And all of this was done so that Republicans could provide massive tax breaks to their billionaire donors in their one big ugly bill. And they did it on their own. My way or the highway in terms of jamming extreme Republican ideology down the throats of the American people. And so Donald Trump expects to see more of the same from the puppets that are Republicans in the House and the Senate.
Man, I'm about to take me a little break. You know what I'm saying? I've been on here for a good little minute, man. Take me a little Cash App break and talk to the people before I get up out of here. We ain't getting no phone calls, so y'all ain't trying to have a conversation about this. But I tried, tried to make it interesting for the people, but y'all just don't want to participate. I want to thank everybody that hit that like button, though. And for the people that did call in, I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. I don't know about these holidays, man. Thanksgiving around the corner. You got Christmas coming up. Before you know it, it's going to be time to file them taxes. Man, then we're going to have to do it all over again. People look forward to debt. That's what's really going on out here, man. Valentine's Day, you in a relationship. You're gonna have to put out for that. Birthdays and things if you got kids. Every time you start to get comfortable, here comes something to where you gotta come out of pocket for some old bullshit, man. That's what's really keeping people broke. They make it mandatory for you to spend your money. What if you want to go all year without spending a motherfucking thing except for the necessities that you have? It'll be impossible. If it ain't one thing, it's gonna be another thing. And on top of that, people ain't even getting no assistance no more. They gotta figure it out. Ain't nobody trying to get out there and go to work. It be cold in the morning, man. You get out there and they don't want to pay nobody. It's crazy out here. People need to figure out a way to make their own life comfortable and quit trying to use somebody. That's the problem. People been getting by for so long using the motherfucker. That's messed up. When you think about it, a lot of people out here surviving off of using somebody. That's beyond crazy. You might be being used. If you really think about it, you are being used by somebody. People be talking about, I've been on my job for 20 years. They've been using your ass for 20 years, man. And the money you make for your company, you ain't getting no third of that damn money. Cold-blooded, brother. Okay, I'm gonna say a few more things, then I'm about to go, man. I want to thank y'all. Did I thank y'all already? I thank y'all for tuning in. This melatonin is kicking my ass. So, I'm gonna end this. Let me see. I'm gonna end it just like that. For all you men out there, let me talk to my brothers real quick. We've been wronged. They need a benefit program for a brother out here, man. Where that's at? Where can a brother get some assistance just for being a black man in America? Where that's at? Give your ass a brother discount. Pay your bills cause you was born black in America. Where them benefits at? A brother ain't getting a damn thing out here, man. Then y'all be laid up with these skeezers. Ooh, Quisha got a big booty. Next thing you know, she pregnant. And it's all your fault. Now she taking all your money. You got back child support. Then come to find out, the little rascal, not even your child. Brothers getting locked up for shit they ain't do. And when they find out you innocent, they just fought your ass out of jail and you still got a criminal record. Where the benefits for the brothers at? Born black benefits. That BB benefit, man. Now let me take out my BB card and pay for these groceries and buy me some Jordans. Take the BB card and get you a PlayStation game with that shit. A barbershop discount or something. Cut them naps off your damn head. That's what they need. A brother ain't got a benefit for a motherfucking thing. Where the welfare for the brothers out there? And if you a brother out there, you been making it, you been surviving on your own, you done figured out a way to get your own bag and you good, I salute you, brother. You out there, you doing big things, ain't gotta ask nobody for a motherfucking thing, and you a black man and you stand on your own 2 feet, I salute you, brother. Cause we ain't got no damn benefit. I ain't had no free food. I ain't been able to get the EBT. I would have starved if I ain't had some skills on this microphone, man. I feel like busting a little rap. All work, dedication. I started off with an 8-track. I ain't lying. Better yet, I had the damn Walkman with the record button on it. Y'all remember that? I was recording off of the stereo speakers. But that's Negro here nor there, man. Y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. God bless America. Hopefully they figure it out. Hit that Cash App too. $Sean Blaze Docs. I'ma holler at y'all later, baby.